Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Radium and today I have another episode of my Deathmode Rogue playthrough for all of you. This is going to be a really fun action-packed episode hopefully. And off camera I've set up myself a couple of NPC houses. It's nothing special but I'm just lazy to put it simply. So this is what we're doing in terms of housing for now. Just to get all the NPCs in. Last time we defeated Skeletron, the Eye of Cofulu, the Desert Scourge and King Slime. So it was a good bit of action for the first episode, but it's only going to get more intense from here on out. Starting off, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I guess the boss I'm supposed to do next would be the Brain of Cthulhu, so I'm going to head over to the Crimson and start looking at doing that. Okay everybody, I'm pretty much ready to fight the Brain of Cthulhu now. I've gotten everything ready, and we've got some dynamites and such, so I'm going to throw these down. I really don't know what's my best bet for this fight. I'm going to guess the crystalline will be good, but I could not tell you for sure. Okay, so it's going to spawn in momentarily. This is what I'm doing for an arena. It's just really an array of platforms, nothing spectacular. This is what most people do normally. So yeah, the crystalline seems to be doing great, keeping these guys back. I'll try out a bit of the gilded dagger as well, because I can see this being useful. Alright, yeah, it's doing alright, but the crystalline is going to be my main. I'm sorry about potential lackluster audio quality. I've got a really sore throat, which isn't ideal, but what can you do? God, I'm taking so many stupid hits. But luckily the unlimited buffs is pretty much providing every single possible regen source in the game, which is really nice. Getting me loads of health back. And now it's just a matter of time, because this phase is easy and just long. See, 500 damage apiece. The crystalline is really well, it's just an amazing weapon. Honestly, I don't think I like anything more than this. And there might be better options, but I just like this thing so much. I'm probably going to stick with it for a while. There we go. Look at that. That was so easy. I'm not even going to bother opening the treasure bag because I intend on doing the perforator before I leave. So I'm going to head back to the surface after collecting all my tissue samples, and we're going to give that fight a go. Hey guys, this is once again post-editing Radium speaking to you. This fight was so long that I decided to speed it up a little bit, play some music over it, and I was going to do the commentary just to save watch time being over 45 minutes long. I do cut a little bit of this fight as well, just because it does last for like 6 minutes I think, originally at least, but yeah, this fight was incredibly difficult. The little worms troubled me a lot more than I thought they would, honestly. The Scourge of the Desert was not ideal, as it never really was that easy to use. And even when I was hitting it, only did like 70 damage apiece for those smaller worms. The main hive is not that difficult to deal with. You just kind of jump over it and spam the crystalline to destroy it. And it does work, I guess. It's just not really all that effective. And I was realising that I was surviving a good amount of hits, so I was going to opt for a damaging approach. Not really worrying too much about dodging, since the unlimited buffs and more potions combination allowed me to pretty much tank everything I needed to. The only issue was the worms were overtaxing my healing factor here now. So I needed to dodge some stuff, because if I got hit with strings of combos, the buffs would negate my regeneration. For example, the boss applies its own buff to me, or its debuff you could say, and then the perforators, as in the worms, apply a different one. So it can stack multiple different times of poison, if you will, simultaneously. However, the main difficult worm for this battle is most definitely the final one. He's incredibly big, he does way more damage than the others and moves faster. As well as that, he can fire his own projectiles from his tail, which is really difficult to dodge, and 3 slip-ups from this dude and I'm dead. I'll let the remainder of this fight speak for itself. And there we go. Sorry about that. That was really fun though. It's always a good fight to do, although it is quite difficult. There we go. We can hopefully deposit some stuff now. I don't even know what I need from that, as such. Because, in my eyes, that's just a bunch of random materials. But, I mean, being able to craft, what's it called, Crimson stuff is going to be really important. as I'm going to make myself a Deathbringer pickaxe. Not the armor, because it doesn't give a rogue bonus. But instead, I'm going to go straight for Aerialite armor, which should be good fun. Yeah, all I want is the axe and the pickaxe. So it's time to start farming towards the Aerialite, in fact. And I'll meet you guys back when I'm ready to find some. Okay, everybody, I've emerged with a little bit of Aerialite. It's nowhere near the maximum amount. And additionally, 2 more life crystals, which is nice. I have a bunch of trash in my inventory that I need to get rid of, though, unfortunately. So, that's something. I also found an ice mirror whilst I was down there, which is going to prove to be useful for the long run. And now with this Aerialite, I don't know if I can make anything here, as I need a sky mill to craft things at. Which means visiting the Sky Islands at long last. Now I think I can just alter gravity infinitely, so that's fun. So we can just go up here, look, as long as we want, with no consequences. Thanks to obsidian skin and the warmth potions as well. I've just realised throughout this journey we have skipped out on quite a few bosses. But it's okay because I will go back and do them soon enough. Okay guys, I've been flying around the sky for a little while, nothing too significant. But just locating life crystals and gems and such things. It's nothing too special, but it's something to do. And all these gems, ores and stuff like that are going to sell for a ton. Additionally, we are almost max life now, which is fun. And here is where I really start making the profitabilities. Oh, we even got a sky mill just from the chest, even better. Now we need to grab as many clouds as possible, and I'm pretty sure we can make this. So let's empty this out. Just go boom. And follow the cloud. I don't know if there's any rainy clouds on this one, which might be an issue, but I feel like we'll be alright. Even if that's the case. Now we've got a little bit of rainy cloud. That should hopefully be enough. And with these materials in mind, I'm pretty sure we can make Aerialite stuff. I have kind of been short on bars, unfortunately. So I might not be able to craft the full set in one go. But yeah, there we go, feather knives. 73 rogue damage. They cost 1 Aerialite bar each, and I'm going to craft them first, I think. Let me just check. There's also the turbulence. I think the feather knives are going to be the best, though. As long as we can get 1,000 of them. Perfect. Literally perfect. So, I'm going to have to get rid of the tooth balls, I think. Just personally, I feel like that's a good maneuver. And deposit this stuff. Then we'll look at giving the goblin army a go. Hey everybody, once again you get the blessing of speaking with post-editing Radium whilst watching myself suffer against the slime god. This is not a good way to fight this boss. I was underprepared. The only reason I was staying alive was because of my immense buffs. And you definitely want an arena for this fight, let me tell you. However, what made this possible was my unprecedented and amazing regeneration. Being able to survive the incredibly tough hits I was taking, that took a lot of defense and a lot of regeneration. And I was trying to dodge where I could, but a very good way of doing this fight is using the skyline wings or a bundle of balloons. That mobility will definitely give you a lot more control over the battle. What I used was a very unknown tactic. I used a featherfall potion, which didn't work here because my land wasn't flat. But if you have a single row of platforms above ground and a flat landscape, you can very easily use that method in a single jump bottle to do this fight pretty flawlessly. The only main issue from here though is dealing with the slime god himself. This would normally be a breeze for the other classes because he's a lot more easy to deal with when you have a bundle of balloons or a pair of basic wings, for example. But here it was incredibly difficult considering I hadn't yet unlocked my Goblin Tinkerer, so my mobility was incredibly bad. I think it's important for me to bring up these feather knives though, they are so good. They are crafted from a single Aerialite bar at a sky mill and they do so much damage. I was sure this was the weapon I was going to use for my Wall of Flesh fight, and I was completely correct. It's incredible, just does so much damage. And with that said, I'm going to let the remainder of the fight speak for itself. And there we go. That was a fight. I don't know if you can craft a rogue weapon out of this stuff. Let's see. Well, if I could stop sliding, that would help. Oh my god. Stop sliding. It's so annoying, this set bonus thingy. No, 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 no. And there is not a single rogue weapon we can make. That's fun. It's alright. We'll figure something out. And these feather knives are honestly good enough for... What's he called? Wall of Flesh, I think. Okay, everybody, we're pretty much at hell now. We're just at the tiny stretch beforehand. And this means that we can finally start grabbing ourselves the hellstone we need to make the final upgrade armor, or the armor upgrade for pre-hard mode, which is going to be Stathagel. I really may enjoy the set personally. And this is going to be a very quick yet different endeavour. We're just going to jump in, get as much hellstone as possible, and despite the lag, just try and be done with it quickly. I know it will lag, but I need to empty out hell anyways for my Wall of Flesh tactic. I feel like it's the best way of doing so. And yeah, this is gonna lag a lot because we're breaking everything. But it's cool, you know. We can just glide through the lava thanks to obsidian skin potions and that. And then we'll hop out as soon as we got in. Speak of the devil, I'm pretty sure that's enough, so all we need is the Hellforge now. That was fast. I have this set up like this because I normally just plow through hell. And to be honest, I like it like this way. Right, let's grab the Hellforge and let's dip. I just don't need anything else right now. There we go. We can place the Hellforge here, craft up these bars. I may have overdone it slightly. Now we can make the Stathagel armor. Which one do I want? I want that, obviously. And then I need the rogue head, which is jagged. Okay. That's something, I guess. And now we've got the goblin invasion defeated, we can find the goblin tinkerer and reforge all of our stuff if we need to. I don't think there were any upgrades to our armor we can get right now. There are infernal Chris's though. Okay. I'll make 1,000 of these. They look like an upgrade to the Scourge of the Desert, and then that. But the feather knives look what I'm going to use for the Wall of Flesh. Speaking of the devil, I'm going to start construction on the bridge, and I'm going to meet you guys back when I'm ready to fight the wall. Okay, everybody, I've one last thing to do before we fight the Wall of Flesh. I really just want to make the ends meet for this playthrough. So I've got some biome boxes for each boss. There's 4 bosses which I haven't done throughout the game, so I'm just going to do them now, if that makes any sense. I don't know how optimized my loadouts are for this, so I'm just going to spam projectiles really and hope it's enough. And yeah, I just don't know how effective this is going to be overall. But what I do know is there's a very strong chance of us doing this, luckily. Thanks to our amazing life regeneration. No matter how hard these bosses may be. Only issue with this one, though, is I've done a stupid by separating the boss. I'm guessing the feather knives are still going to be really good. Yeah, feather knives are actually doing really well, because the explosive feathers, they hit multiple segments, despite not being able to pierce. Yeah, this is really good. And this is by no means a good way of doing this fight. It's very dumb. And this loadout isn't by no means optimized. The arena is terrible. But at this stage, we're just so strong we can tank, because Stathagel is amazing. So, we've taken down 20,000 hit points in a very short time. And that's this one done. However, there is also, thanks to Calamity, another corruption boss we have to do, known as the Hive Mind. It's a very interesting little fight to do, so I'm very excited to try it out. As I don't normally do the fight all that much. You know, I'm a Crimson user myself, always choose it. There we go. I believe it's in here. I'm just going to take these with me. Let's give this a go. I didn't realise it spawns on you. Jesus. Hive bombs. Okay, yeah, I never do this fight. So just spam it, I guess. This is doing big damage. Jesus. Okay, drop down. Only issue is it does kind of fill your screen with projectiles, so that could be a problem. But we do a lot of damage, that's all I know. Oh god, it's gonna fill the arena. This is one that you definitely want to do in a larger arena, I can tell that. Come on, do the damage, yes. Look at that. Haha. Nice. It's hectic, but this fight is really fun. And most things disappear before it gets too hectic. Apart from now, you won't get off me. Okay, so if you get stuck inside the boss, you're done. I know that now. Oh. So I get stuck one more time and it's a rip. But thanks to this amazing weapon, we've just managed to steamroll it, really. Mad. I don't think any of these rewards will be that beneficial to me now. Because, obviously, I went straight for the Slime God, which probably was a bit of a dumb move. But what can you do? This is more how I'd play the game if I had a choice. There we go. Next up, we have the Queen Bee to do. So I've built a jungle biome box here. I hope this comes out well on the camera. But let's do this. This is a really fun fight to do, and it should be really quick. Thanks to the amazing DPS of the Feather Knives. Oh, Deathmode Queen Bee spawns loads of hornets. Jesus. Oh, no, that's just the hive things falling off. Okay. My apologies for the lag. I've taken a small break from recording, so it is going to be very laggy. God. Okay, let's see. Let's try out these Infernal Crisses. I don't think they're as good. Yeah, they have a trajectory. These are just the best to use, in my opinion. All the way. You know, the explosive damage is great, and even the initial damage is more than enough to kill. Okay, I don't know what happened, though. This thing was doing so much damage at the start, and it kind of slowed down a bit. It's all good, though. Okay, let's keep going around in circles. $700 health. Ow. Okay, just keep hurling them at him. Or her, sorry. There we have it. That's Queen Bee done. And now, time for the final boss I haven't done, Crabulon. Somehow I've managed to skip this boy out. And that's kind of a mean, because I always do him, but... I guess I just skipped straight to the difficult bosses. Went straight from Eye of Cofulu to Skeletron, you know, the very casual order most people do it. And these weapons are absolutely destroying him, unfortunately. Just doing so much damage. He just cannot do anything. And by the time he gets to react, he's going to be dead. Now we can just hop down here, use the crystalline for a little bit. Although the crystalline is nowhere near as good as these. There we go. So that pretty much sums up all of the little adventures I was supposed to do. I feel like the biome boxes are going to be really helpful later on as well, so I don't need to go into a different world to gather those kind of materials. Let's put the laws away. That'll do. And for the treasure bags, the hive mind one, something I'm not going to use, but a very cool weapon. The Eater of Worlds drops a worm scarf. That drops a lot of trash that I'm never going to use. Hardened honeycombs, though. It's kind of cool. That seems like it would be decent, but I'm still going to refrain from using it. And lastly, Crabulon's treasure bag. Oh, we got the Shroomerang and the Myco root. These would have been brilliant weapons much earlier on. But with that said, it's time for the Wall of Flesh now, so I'm going to meet you guys back very soon. Okay, everybody, we're coming up on the fight now. I'm just going to get into it, really, and pray that... Okay, good, he spawns on the right side for a start. And we're just going to hurl feather knives and these things. I don't know which is going to be the best weapon to use. I'm going to guess these. And then switch to the feather knives when he gets close. And this arena allows us to pretty much block out the third eye. Oh no. Or can he get up? He might be able to get up. If so, then I've screwed this up royally. Wait. Yeah, we should just be able to peg it and spam projectiles and do enough damage to win. By staying close to the boss, I'm able to use this weapon, which is much better. Although, the boss is being kind of awkward. It's all good, though. We're doing good damage, at least. And now we can really start optimizing our DPS. Hopefully the feathers can take out the hungries. And the leeches a little bit. We have to deal with some of them, though, which is fine. I can do that. He's already more than half dead. Yeah, these feather knives are so OP. I'm really happy I bothered making them. Oh god, sorry for the lag. And if we run like this, we're literally in the perfect position to just keep on spamming them. My only issue, though, is that the boss is almost faster than me, and the only way I'm getting ahead of him is by dashing loads, so there's still a chance we might honestly lose this fight. Yeah, he is faster than us. That's mad. Oh, that's unfair. Okay, we just need to spam DPS, max DPS now. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we're close to the boss. We are really close. We are really close. Okay, we need to use our double jumps to get extra distance. Okay, okay. Keep our distance, keep our distance. He should do one more super dash, maybe? Or we'll just take him out. Easy dub. The world's gonna lag for a minute because of how much was just added to my world. But I cannot believe we just did that so easily. We destroyed it. And we get a black court, we got a blast barrel. That looks interesting. Ooh, okay, that's sick. Massive upgrade from the Infernal Spear, a Ranger Emblem, which is useless. That. A Crimson Key, that's very useful, because we're going to need the Empyrean Knives later on. And that's pretty sick. With that said, let's go fight Cryogen, easy. But on a serious note, there's a couple of things I need to farm for. I have no idea what to do in terms of a route. But I guess going the simple ore path is going to be good enough. And so I'm going to start looking to do so. Okay, everybody, for some stupid reason, I figured that fighting Cryogen would be a good idea. And I guess in some senses it was, considering the result, but this fight is not one you should attempt straight after beginning hard mode. I cut a lot of it because the fight lasts about 12 minutes, so you'll only see the beginnings of each phase, really. And maybe a little bit more towards the end of the battle, but to put it simply, the boss did a lot of damage. But thanks to my regenerative buffs, once again it didn't do enough to do any significant lasting damage. And when my health was lost, I was always really able to recover it. Additionally, a goblin army spawned just as the event ended, which is kind of annoying because I don't think the event has anything important to yield me, even with the introduction of hard mode. So yeah, the main issues are the final phase and the penultimate phase of this fight, at least without wings, because it quite simply just doesn't allow you to dodge unless you've got a lot of mobility, as the boss will just follow you, and he's quite big, spams projectiles, and can teleport, which makes it all the more difficult. The final phase obviously is difficult because he becomes frenzied and continually dashes at you, and I found some use for the blast barrel for this phase actually. I love this weapon. It's pretty fantastic, although slightly underused, and with that said, I'm gonna let myself explain the end of this battle. I hope you all enjoyed. Haha. Well then, this has been a fight and a half, but there we go. And a goblin army to follow it, apparently. Jesus. Okay. Nothing. But we've got an NPC who can sell me some very good stuff, I think. Let's see. An ice star. Wait. Oh god, I'm gonna need 1,000 of these. I don't know if I can afford that. Yeah, we can. Nice. So this is a pretty big upgrade for a weapon. I'm going to get rid of the feather knives now. I feel like they've shown their worth. Oh, okay. They have a trajectory, which is annoying. So I may actually keep them in my loadout as like a backup for the time being. But this seems like a pretty good item. Let's try it on the goblin army. Additionally, there could be some useful stuff in this. Oh, okay. I like them. I like them. I like them. I like these. These seem like they'd be good for the Brimstone Elemental. You know what, I'm gonna skip the event, and if I get anything interesting, then I'll let you guys know. Okay guys, I'm sorry this video has been so hectic. I'm commentating over this battle, because I lost my footage, unfortunately, in terms of my audio footage, that is. The Skeletron Prime spawned naturally on my second night of hard mode, which was absolutely ridiculous, but what can you do? So I figured I'd try and fight the boss. It's incredibly difficult, but at the same time I thought it was going to be manageable, which somehow it was. I'm once again speeding up and cutting out bits of the fight, just because it will be impossible otherwise, to fit in under a decent amount of time, and this video is already pushing it due to the amount I've done. The boss is crazy difficult for me, and that mainly comes down to the final phase of the fight, when you remove all 4 arms. It's not necessarily too difficult if you keep your distance, but if I wanted to beat the boss, I needed to be dealing more damage than I would be if I was staying away from him. So I was activating Adrenaline, doing bits of damage, but I decided to step it up later on in the fight and just stay closer to the boss for the sake of getting more damage. It was risky, but it was definitely worth doing. The ice stars are great. I don't know whether there's a better weapon available ever, but this is more than worth using for the time being. And honestly, it's just really fun to use. My main incentive on doing Cryogen was doing the Daedalus armor, or obtaining it at least. And there was no real motive or incentive for fighting Skeletron Prime at this stage. But since I'd been given the opportunity and didn't want to farm for bones or souls, I decided to just give it a try. It is a great fun fight, and it's before I even had the chance to get any real resources, which is crazy to think about, but it's okay. I don't mind. You'll see, eventually, well very soon, that final hand will be gone, and then the head will start his ambushing. I don't show most of it because it will just take so long, and this phase alone took 7 minutes to complete, just pushing it towards the end of the night. I beat this boss with about 20 seconds to spare, and then it would have turned him into Dungeon Guardian Prime, and he would have killed me instantaneously, but that's luckily not what happened. I just kept spamming and it just kept working. With that said, I'm going to stop speaking now, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this battle. Okay guys, the head's at 500 HP now, and we got it! Holy Jesus Christ, we killed Skeletron Prime. Okay, that's something that happened, and I'm pretty sure it's literally about to turn day. I'm sorry that fight was so long for you guys, but I might honestly end the episode there. We'll open this treasure bag, see if we get anything interesting. And yeah, that is mad. I was not expecting to do that at all. Let's see, hallowed bars. Are there any rogue weapons I can make with this? I wonder. Any rogue stuff at all? Oh my god, there are rogue weapons I can make. Is there anything just from this? Soul of Sight, Soul of Night, and Soul of... oh god. Ponage Hammer. That's something I want to get, but... Stormfront Razor. There's just so much. So much stuff indeed. That looks like a good weapon, though. How do you get the Cinder Core? I'll figure it all out for next time, I think. But on that note, I'm just going to have to say thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.